Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi. We have a great show for you. On today's show, beloved Parx Hall of Fame jockey Kendrick Carmouche receives top honors. Parx kicked off stakes races this year with 3-year-olds in the main line and the City of Brotherly Love, horses on the Kentucky Derby Trail in the Gotham, Fountain of Youth, San Felipe, and we get a clearer picture of the first Saturday of May. We rolled out our new podcast, Gate to Wire, with our first guest, PTHA President Bob Hutt, and of course, our second guest, the First Lady of Pennsylvania, Mrs. Chapman. It was so much fun to talk with her.
She is the best.
But we learned some new things. Here's a snippet from our podcast.
If we could sum up one word for Smarty, what do you think it would be? Because deserving to me comes out.
Deserving. I think that's a good word, Dani.
Yeah.
That's a good word. We'll make that the word.
Yeah, I don't see, to me, this is how the story ends. And it must feel amazing to see him back in the headlines again.
Oh my golly. Absolutely. Every time it happens, I relive it all over again.
You know, it's so fun talking to Mrs. Chapman. She has so much history, and what an experience. And I know that documentary is called Ride of a Lifetime, but what that was for her and her husband.
Hey, man, we were there for it all. Bruce and I were up close from the beginning. It was some show. It's hard to believe it's been 21 years now. Monday now, the podcast. You can check it out.
Yeah, and we're going to be uploading that on our Let's Go Racing platforms every Monday, so check it out. You learn a lot of really cool stuff. Well, let's get into our local racing. We had stakes here at Parx Racing. Let's start with the 3-year-old fillies and the $75,000 mainline stakes going in mile 16th. Mariah Montoya has our post-time favorite with Hollywood Beauty.
Was third most recently in the Ruthless, the Volleyball Princess. Of course, we'll see Volleyball Princess a little later on in the show, but keep your eye on number 5, Burner Account. There might be a relative of Burner Account involved in this television show.
Here it is, the call of the mainline stakes.
Burner Account, she leads the way now over Maximus Angelicus. Hollywood Beauty with the big blaze, she's in third. Beautiful Bloom to the outside, Daria, she's fifth. Nezuko, sixth and last. They go through an opening quarter, 24-4, and begin their run down the backstretch. And Burner Account, she leads the way. Maximus Angelicus rates in second to the outside, Hollywood Beauty. Beautiful Bloom, she's in fourth. Daria, fifth. At the back in the red blinkers, Nezuko, she is losing some ground. And they are all chasing Burner Account as they continue on down the backstretch. 50-2. Burner Account well within herself on the lead with a half mile left to go. Maximus Angelicus, she's gotten the cue. She's beginning to close that gap. Then it's Hollywood Beauty, followed by Beautiful Bloom, Daria, and at the back is Nezuko. 6, pretty strung out as they make their way into the far turn, and Burner Account, she is led from the jump. She'll have no excuses going through these fractions as they go through the far turn. Maximus Angelicus continues to try to close that gap, trying to reel her in, but Burner Account is loose on the lead in the mainline stakes. Burner Account has the lead as they go around the far turn. Top of the stretch, Burner Account, Maximus Angelicus, she is chasing under an all-out drive.
Come on, Bernice! Come on,
Beautiful Bloom, those two third and fourth. Burner Account, she's trying to hold off Maximus Angelicus, and she's digging in and finding more. She's opening up again.
Come on,
Burner
Bernice!
Account has the lead with the 16th left, and Burner Account's going to leave them in her dust today. Front running winner, Burner Account over Beautiful Bloom.
Well, Burner Account gets the win, upset at 23-1, Gate to Wire. Nobody was more shocked than myself. Of course, trainer Miguel Rodriguez had all the confidence, and I have to say, dream come true for me and my mom. All we ever wanted was a small stakes win, and we can sleep knowing we got that.
Yeah, Holiday Luck Racing just happens to be Dani and her mom, Mary. And first stakes win ever for you guys. First stakes win ever for Miguel, who just happens to be your fiance. Dani, are you all right today? Are you feeling all right?
I'm still a little hungover from all the excitement, but literally the best day of my life, a day I'll never forget. And I got to catch up with my beautiful mom after the race and talk about what this meant to us. Oh, just a really emotional win. It's been my mom and I's dream to have a little filly like this and to win a stakes. It's our first stakes. It's Miguel's first stakes. He worked so hard. He actually picked her out, and she made our dream come true, and we'll remember this day forever. Mom, how does it feel? Could you sleep tonight?
Oh, I don't know if I can sleep. I didn't sleep last night, but I've been waiting for this for a long time. Just a little stakes I'm happy with.
I'm still in shock. I mean, I don't think I'll ever get over the excitement of my first stakes win. It could be my last stakes win, but I will never forget Burner Account. We belovedly call her Bernice, as you hear us screaming, and she's just a horse of a lifetime for us.
And I wrote about it this week on Let'sGoRacingParx.com. Dani, when you're bidding on this horse and you end up buying this filly for $20,000, you told me you were stopped at a red light?
I was stopped on Street Road, and Miguel picked her out, the Fasig-Tipton digital sale, and I was bidding against Richard Silliman, who had that really good horse, Freedom Road, that ran in all those starters, and I actually outbid him, and I had little buyer's remorse when I got home, and I thought, what did I do? I called my mom and I said, Mom, you need half of this horse. I need you to take half.
20,000 was a big number for you guys.
It was.
Well, in the race on Monday, 44,100 into the account. She just paid for herself.
Oh, we gotta love that. Bernice, lots of carrots and mints have been coming your way. We're gonna go to our next stakes race, the $75,000 City of Brotherly Love Stakes, a mile and 16th, and Baby Dukes is our post-time favorite.
6-5, Baby Dukes, son of Maximus Mischief, same combination, right? Cash is King, LC Racing, Butch Reed.
And the impressive Harrigan, our second choice.
Yeah, Harrigan on paper, Michael Pino, I mean, both races really solid. Unbeaten in 2 starts, comes off the pace, comes running, and always nice to see Mike have a good one.
Yeah, I thought this was a really interesting field. Here was the call of our City of Brotherly Love.
Baby Dukes leads the way, some pressure right to his outside, right wing runner. He is keen on the reins. Then on the outside, it is moving up there. It's Harrigan, he's into third, followed by Gun Trader, he's skimming the rail. Analog Jones, he's fifth. Then it's back to Happily Delusional. They go through an opening quarter, 24-2. They begin their run down the backstretch, and Baby Dukes leads the way. Right wing runner presses the issue right to his outside. Harrigan, he's third. Gun Trader to the inside. Analog Jones back into fifth, and Happily Delusional, he's beginning to pick up the pace. He has now taken that fifth spot. They continue on down the backstretch, 49 flat. Baby Dukes has led from the jump, but he has not done it without pressure. To the outside, right wing runner, Gun Trader swings to the 3 path as he begins to improve his position. Harrigan, he's in fourth. Happily Delusional, he's fifth. Now Analog Jones is the trailer. They go into the far turn, and Baby Dukes continues to hold that lead. Right wing runner, he's in second, followed by Gun Trader. Happily Delusional, fourth, and continuing to make up some ground. Harrigan, fifth. And at the back, Analog Jones, around the far turn they go, and still Baby Dukes leads the way. Right wing runner running a big race to his outside. He has kept pace with him every step of the way, and Baby Dukes getting a little leg weary. Right wing runner sticks his nose in front. Happily Delusional looking for some room. Gun Trader, Harrigan needs to do a little bit better. Right wing runner, Baby Dukes, these two have been in battle throughout. Baby Dukes is digging in. He is finding a bit more. There's the 16th left. Gun Trader, right wing runner can't quite get by. Baby Dukes with the lead, and Baby Dukes is going to take them gate to wire.
Baby Dukes with a big performance to get the win. He was game. He was up close. He almost had the lead the most of the race, but he really showed what he has.
Yeah, right wing runner went by at the 8th pole. Looked to me like Dani, like he actually got by, and Baby Dukes came back again. Blinkers off. Remember the first start, 2-5. It was really impressive. They went to the Sanford Stakes. We wrote about this week as well, but you caught up with our man Butch, and he can give the insights as to what's going on here.
I did. I think with Baby Dukes, the whole thing is to calm him down and get him to focus. Here's me with Butch Reed.
You just won the City of Brotherly Love with Baby Dukes, a horse you always thought a lot of, but he put it together today. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. It looks like the operation works on this one, too. It looks like that might be the move with the Maximus Mischiefs. But yeah, it was a great race. I wasn't sure if he was ready to go this far, actually, to tell you. So to have him come back again, and the jock said he kind of ducked from the gate a little bit there, turning for home, but he got straightened down and he put in a really game effort.
A little green, but you can see he really filled out. How many Maximus Mischiefs do you have in your barn?
I got tons of them, and there's about over half a dozen on the van on their way up right as we speak. So
We love your attire today. Tell us about your lucky sweater.
This is the lucky sweater. Got us through the Super Bowl and the playoffs. It's actually a gift from my little grandson, Rhodesy, so we wore it in his honor.
And, you know, that's been the key with these Maximus Mischiefs. They have so much talent, but they're a ball of energy, and you got to get them the focus, and he really did here.
Look, I've said this for years, Dani. It's the best 2-year-old I've seen here since Smarty Jones in 2018. He was awesome. It's a shame he didn't get to go on as a 3-year-old, but, man, he is producing some serious runners. And as Butch said, he's got a whole bunch of them for Chuck and Glenn.
He does, and we have one, and she's been a lot of fun so far. And gotta love Butch's shirt here, his sweater, supporting the Grateful Dead, the Jerry Bears, and his Rhodesy, his grandson, got it for him, and said have got him through the Super Bowl.
Well, there you go. Just keep it on. Phillies are next. I've given up on the winter teams. Move on to the Phillies.
Lucky sweater for Butch Reed. Well, we're going to go to our first break. When we come back, we have national races. We're on the Kentucky Derby Trail, and we have our Parx Picks race from last week coming up.
And Barnes is widening. Journalism now swings into action on the outside.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them, sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Let's get into our local race of the week. So it was Parx Picks, Monday's 9th race. Favorite was Eloquist here, back in the barn with Jamie Ness.
8-5, 7 wins, 30 lifetime starts, closing on $400,000 in earnings.
Good field here, and 2 second choicers, Greener Pastures and Jamie Dreams. Of course, I went with Greener Pastures. I was looking for him to make that step forward.
You did, and I went with Malibu Star, who's got 10 lifetime wins. Not on his best form at the moment, but he's Michael Moore's barn, so you gotta love him.
He's a nice horse, but I think we're both wrong here. Here is Monday's 9th race.
It's Jamie Dreams. He's in the clear with the lead in spades. He's chasing into second on the outside. Greener Pastures. He's moved up into third. Deposition on the rail. Malibu Star. Those 3 in tight quarters. And at the back is Eloquist. They go through an opening quarter 24-4, well within the scope of Jamie Dreams, who has the lead as they continue on down the backstretch. In spades, chases in second. Then it's Malibu Star. Greener Pastures fourth. Deposition. He's fifth, but only about 4 or 5 lengths off the leader. And Eloquist, he's beginning to make up some ground on the rail. The field continues to be close together as they go down the backstretch. Half-mile left to go. 49-3 for the half. They go into the far turn, and Jamie Dreams continuing to lope along on the lead. In spades picks up the tempo. He's in second. Eloquist has improved dramatically into third. Then it's Malibu Star. Greener Pastures. Deposition now trails. Jamie Dreams continues to lead. He is yet to really be challenged. And on the outside, in spades holding in second. Then it's Eloquist. Malibu Star. Greener Pastures. He's back into fifth. Deposition's lost ground into sixth. Around the far turn they go, and Jamie Dreams continues to lead. Eloquist continues to rally, looking for some room now. He comes to the outside, trying to reel in Jamie Dreams. He goes back to the inside, and on the outside is In Spades. It is Jamie Dreams trying to keep them at bay. In Spades running on gamely, but Jamie Dreams has the lead with the 16th left. Jamie Dreams has led from the jump, and Jamie Dreams going to get the gate to wire win.
And it was Jamie Dreams for the win here, back to back with Luis Ocasio. Beautiful son of Not This Time. What a good sire he is. And I talked to Lou Linder after the race. He said this is a horse, you'll see him put together a couple of good races, and then sometimes he loses focus, but he's on his game right now.
Yeah, 90 buyer in the previous race, and this is a pretty powerhouse race against a good field, Danny, and just crushed him in the end.
He is a good-looking boy, too. Jamie Dreams. Well, let's get to our national races of the week. We are on the Kentucky Derby Trail, of course, starting out in the West Coast at Santa Anita in the Grade 2 San Felipe Stakes. 3-year-olds going a mile and 16th. Barnes, post-time favorite.
$3.2 million cost for Barnes, named after Jimmy Barnes, Bob Baffert's longtime assistant. A lot of hopes on this horse. Baffert back on the Derby Trail, 2-5, looks like lone speed.
Journalism, second choice. A lot of talk about this horse for my big fan, Michael McCarthy. Well, I'm his big fan, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, he was really impressive in the Los Al Futurity. And talk about breeding. I mean, this is a curling. Distance should not be an issue. I know when I was out there Super Bowl Sunday, spent some time talking to Michael at Santa Anita. He's very, very high on this horse. This is a big-time prep right here.
Here's the call to San Felipe.
The tempo is reasonable, and it's Barnes in charge. Has it by just under a length over Rodriguez, heading to the half-mile pole in the DK Horse San Felipe Stakes. Smooth cruising. At the rail, Journalism is 3 lengths off the lead, trying to get a little bit closer now. He's just in front of Mellencamp. into the fourth turn. It's been all Barnes. He gets a little bit of a nudge and responds. Barnes starts to sprint for home. Stablemate Rodriguez trying to make it interesting in second, and Journalism 4 off the pace in third. They're followed by Smooth Cruisin' and Mellencamp. They're a quarter of a mile from home, and Barnes is widening. Journalism now swings into action on the outside. These are the two as they come to the 8th pole. Barnes in front by 3. Journalism chasing with determination, getting closer with every stride. And here comes Journalism right on by Barnes, and it will be Journalism striding away powerfully.
Journalism went by the post-time favorite Barnes. What a race. My jaw was on the floor. I am so excited. I remember watching this Dam 2 Mopatism when Doug O'Neill had her. What a horse.
This was the prep race of the year so far, and I can't imagine there's going to be a better one. Barnes got 105 by her and finished second. I texted Baffert. I said, that's not even possible. He said, look, he lost a shoe. He said he thought the track was a little deep. I don't know about that latter part, but I thought Barnes ran a winning race. Journalism was awesome. To let Barnes go out like that, get a 108 buyer figure, and I know Michael was very high. April 5th, Santa Anita Derby. It'll be the first meeting, Journalism and Citizen Bull. Not sure what Bob's going to do with Barnes. I don't think he wants to run up against Citizen Bull. They have similar running styles. Maybe the Arkansas Derby. We'll see. But these two are like light years ahead of the rest of the pack at this point. We're going to see the other ones in a minute. But to me, when you run those kind of numbers on March the 1st, look out. I mean, that, to me, Journalism, you reminded me of California Crow.
Yeah,
that's what I saw.
These are some serious race horses. Wow. Well, let's go down to Florida. It's the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth Stakes. 3-year-olds going a mile and 16, $415,000 on the line. And our favorite is for the Ian Wilkes barn, Burnham Square.
Yeah, won the Holy Bull, looked good doing it. It's going to come from the back. This is a son of Williams Map.
River Thames takes second choice money.
Yeah, this is Todd Pletcher, unbeaten in 2 starts by McLean's Music. People will not remember much about him. He ran the fastest first out buyer in history. Never ran again. But he's a good sire. He's a sire of cloud computing. He won the Preakness, so we'll see.
Yeah, known for some pretty fast sprinters as well. We'll see if this horse can stretch out. Here it is, the Fountain of Youth.
Neo Equos is up and around River Thames, and he clears now to lead by a length and a half. Going to Plan B is Velasquez on River Thames. He'll angle to the outside of the new leader with Gate to Wire of Chile third. 2 back to Keep It Easy. He's now fourth. Then Sovereignty and Burnham Square. 23 seconds flat for the opening quarter. They have less than 5 furlongs to go. On the inside, Neo Equos leads by half a length. Latched on to him second is River Thames, a length and a half better than Gate to Wire in third. Burnham Square guided to the clear by Zayas. He's on a mid-race move with Keep It Easy between horses. And Sovereignty asked to keep up at the back of the field. The half mile was 47 seconds flat. They go to the first finish line and swing to the far turn. Neo Equos at a big price has the lead to half a length. River Thames is second. These two have gone 6 ahead of Burnham Square, who just went by Gate to Wire to take third. Keep It Easy is between horses, and Sovereignty tries to motivate himself. He's underway now in the blue colors. He's within 8 lengths of the lead through 3/4 and 1:10 3. Neo Equos stretching out River Thames. Sovereignty warming to the task for Alvarado. He's on the far outside into third. Gate to Wire finds his best stride. Burnham Square's bid is stalled as River Thames has made a clear lead. Off the turn and the stretch drive in the Fountain of Youth, and River Thames, he has the lead by 2 with a 16th to go. Sovereignty begins to get on track, but time is ticking away. River Thames almost there. Sovereignty gonna dive at him late. Here comes Sovereignty!
And Sovereignty rolls on by to get the win. Junior Alvarado, Bill Mott, what a team they have been.
This is a wild story, Danny. This is the week that they extended the run-up at Gulfstream Park for a mile 16th races by 85 feet. If they hadn't extended the run-up, River Thames wins the race. So that's how crazy it is. But yeah, Sovereignty with the big late run looked like he had no chance to get there. Bill Mott, this is an into mischief, 94 buyer. They actually brought the buyer back down because they didn't realize at the beginning there was a run-up, so they got a running start. So to be determined how good he is, but certainly the pedigree is there.
Yeah, it was a pretty exciting finish. Well, let's go up to New York. It's the Gotham Stakes. It's a Grade 3, $300,000, that 1-turn mile for 3-year-olds. And our favorite is Sand Devil.
Sand Devil, the New York bred, Linda Rice, been very impressive, 3 for 3.
Sacrosanct for Brad Cox is our second choice.
Brad Cox is the second choice. This horse is also undefeated. Does Brad Cox have another horse in this race? Oh, we're about to find out.
He does. Here it is. It's the Gotham.
Nobody really wants the front right now. It's Normandy Coast. Sand Devil in between horses, 3 wide. That's Flood Zone. Another lineup of 3 in behind as Sacrosanct is now a shared 4th and 5th. As right there is Garamond out wider. Maimatoli, that's the leading 6. In behind them comes McAfee, who's in 7th. Calling Card is 8th, and the trailer, the back end of the field, is Pagode. 23 and 4 for the opening quarter mile. Normandy Coast is going to hold the rail, but Sand Devils now put a nose in front, is in the 2 path, and Sand Devil starts to inch clear. 47 and 4 was the half-mile time. Flood Zone is ready to challenge towards the outside. Sacrosanct is under a full drive, is trying to cut into the margin, but is far back. It's Flood Zone to the outside. Sand Devils battling on. Maimatoli is ranging up 3 wide. Garamond is looking for a way through. McAfee is launching a rally from the back of the pack. Pagode, Sacrosanct trying to run on 2. They reach the top of the stretch, and Sand Devils trying to keep the undefeated streak going. Flood Zone is challenging towards the outside, but the gutsy New York bred is battling on, but Flood Zone is now edging clear. Here's Flood Zone out in the center of the racetrack. Garamond is trying to make up some ground. Also Maimatoli. Sand Devils battling on, but Flood Zone is now weaving through the stretch, but Flood Zone is best.
Flood Zone gets the win with Raylu Gutierrez, who even admitted he was in a slump, so it was great to see him get this big win. But the price for Brad Cox.
First time Brad Cox, 17 to 1. Brad actually had a great line before the race. He said, look, Raylu knows this horse better than we do, so we're going to keep him on. And I was impressed. Like 98 buyer, good number, like the way the horse finished. We'll see. By Frosted. I remember the great Frosted from back in the day.
Oh, we certainly do. Beautiful gray. Well, it's time for us to go to another break, but we have so much more coming up. Jockey and Trainer of the Week, more racing, best of the rest. You don't want to miss it.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided for over 4,000 former racehorses with a safe retirement.
These brave warriors do so much for the fans, and we want to make sure they're taken care of.
It's a group effort by all the owners and the trainers, and we've helped so many horses.
Responding to the need of a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retirement of the equine population at Parx Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
It's awesome. I mean, these are the things that we deal with every day that put us into the game and make the game great. Without the horses, we have nothing.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
Aftercare, it takes all of us, and every single person is responsible for it. These horses give us everything on the track. It's up to us to give them everything off the track.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please contact us at turningforhome.org.
This is Parx.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you win. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you, this is
Parx, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. It's time for this week's Jockey of the Week, brought to you by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Congratulations to Anthony Salgado, whose skillful ride got him to win the Mainline Stakes, making him our Jockey of the Week, sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Now let's turn our attention to this week's Trainer of the Week. The PTHA proudly partners with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Congratulations, Miguel Rodriguez, this week's Trainer of the Week. He captured multiple wins in the last few weeks and capped it off by his first stakes win. A great accomplishment for his smaller stable. The PTHA proudly partners with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation to bring this week's Trainer of the Week. It's time for another Turning for Home family photo, and we have Philly Fanatic, retired by the great John Service, and our friends with Cassius King and LC Racing. Philly Fanatic found a new chapter alongside her dedicated adopter Jessie, transitioning through our South Jersey farm Ears and Gears, and Jessie's been inspired to launch Thoroughbred Brew with Philly Fanatic as her muse. It's a coffee truck promoting the beauty of horse racing and the remarkable world of thoroughbreds.
Ooh, we got to get over and check that out. Well, and I remember Philly Fanatic very well.
And she was beautiful, and it's going to be all a traveling tribute to horses and humans, and it's going to have retired racehorses and their second careers, and it's going to have a racing theme. It's going to be really cool.
All right, Bruce and I are coming over. We're doing a story on this.
We're getting some thoroughbred brew. Well, let's get to best of the rest, and we're going to go to Aqueduct, the $200,000 Busher Stakes for 3-year-old fillies going 1 turn mile, and Volleyball Princess is out on the lead.
Yeah, we're interested in the 4 Volleyball Princess. Lou Linder, who won the Ruthless, was impressive. Kind of battling it out here, Danny, and just gets a little tired at the end, but that's what does happen in these races sometimes. Here comes Drexel Hill. Is this named after what? It's a Philly thing. What's up with Drexel Hill? Whit Beckman going to get up and get it done. Volleyball Princess has settled for 3rd, but I thought ran well.
Yeah, Lou Linder was really pleased with the effort, and she'll take another step forward. Let's go down to Gulfstream Park. It's the Gulfstream Park Mile, $215,000. It's a grade 2 and Counter Spy for our friends Jack Armstrong and Bobby Moscow with Rajiv Mirage.
Oh, yeah, Counter Spy's out there battling for the lead at 56-1 here, Danny, but Mindframe coming back off the layoff at 1-10. Obviously, he's going to win it, but I thought Counter Spy ran well, ran a nice 4th, and since this horse was claimed last year for 40, has won almost 180,000 for Bobby and Jack.
And what a nice horse this is, and we caught up with his owner, Jack Armstrong, on Counter Spy and what it was like coming into the race.
We're here with one of my favorite owners, Jack Armstrong. You have to be so proud of Counter Spy. He ran a really game 4th down in the Gulfstream Park Mile. What were your thoughts about the race?
Well, we didn't have a lot of spots to run them, so we figured let's go enter, let's take a shot, let's see what it looks like. We enter, we see Mindframe with Todd Pletcher and Irad, we're like, oh boy. But after that horse, we thought, let's take a shot. And, he ran great. I mean, you get beat 4 1/4 lengths in a race like that, you got to be happy. And we just wanted a clean trip. Rajiv got him out of the gate. He sat 2nd. It was perfect. He ran his race. And, a couple horses passed him in the lane, and that's the way it goes. But at least we got a fair shake, which is all we asked.
Oh, you did. He ran great.
Yeah, thank you, Danny. Thank you.
Counter Spy with a nice performance there. Let's go to New York. It's the Correction Stakes at Aqueduct for fillies and mares. 6 furlongs, $125,000. It was last Sunday, and Disco Ebo took the lead here, but Katie Davis is keeping pace with her.
Yeah, Disco Ebo is the 2. This is Butch Reed, Glenn Bennett, Abner Adorno, but Sunday Girl is going to come along and get this thing done eventually. By a nose at the wire, Disco Ebo. Solid 3rd.
She's so cool, and she loves her cookies that Jenny gives her back in the barn. Well, let's get to Tuesday's 6th race. It was this week's PTHA Trophy race. Fillies and mares going 7 furlongs, and Pond Tiffany is so cool out there doing her thing.
Yeah, loose on the lead, moderate fractions, and just going to kind of run away from the field here at the end at 7 furlongs. And our man Michael Pino, you caught up with him after.
I did, and he loves Pond Tiffany. He's actually claimed her back several times, and I talked to him about Pond Tiffany.
You've had this mare a couple of times, Pond Tiffany. She's so honest. What do you love about her?
She's basically a sound horse, and she tries every time. She's hard to find a horse like that.
Now it's time for Ion Racing. Pretty good Saturday here. What do we got going?
Well, the Azeri Stakes, the champ is back. Torpedo Anna, of course, we saw her win the Cotillion here last year, the Horse of the Year in 2024. Also, the Tampa Bay Derby, Danny, Chancer McPatrick makes his return. Chad Brand told Dave Grenning only about 80%. He had some issues after the Breeders' Cup. We'll see how he does. And Speediness.
Yeah, going to be in the Not for Love Stakes down at Laurel Park. We love seeing that. Keep an eye out on the local horses, and a good betting day for everybody.
Absolutely.
We're going to go to our final break. When we come back, we're going to talk Parx picks and so much more, so stick around.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parx Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parx is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them, sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, we're going to give you Parx picks for Monday, and be aware there's a new post time. We're going to go to 12:40. We're going to take a look at the 7th race, a mile and 16th. Pretty cool claiming horses here, and Helium actually ran in the 2021 Kentucky Derby against Medina Spirit.
Yeah, who are you picking here?
I'm not picking him. I'm going to go with Speightster Red.
All right.
First off the claim for Mike Pino. We saw him just win the PTHA Trophy race. He gets Paco Lopez aboard. This horse has 9 wins at this distance. He loves Parx, and Pino is good off the claim, so I'm feeling good about my pick.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Lupe Guerrero claims him back. I mean, he's had this horse over and over and over again. We'll see. I'm going with Lucky Dude. This is our man. Top Notch Racing, Marty Shaw. I mean, they are as sharp group as there is. And Kendrick Carmouche is coming in to ride, and we need to chat about our man,
We do.
Kendrick.
So Kendrick won the prestigious George Woolf Memorial Jockey Award. Well-deserved recognition for just his exceptional career, his character, his respect that he gets both on and off the track.
And what's cool about this award is voted by his peers, fellow jockeys. Kendrick will get the award sometime this spring at Santa Anita. And of course, George Woolf is the famous jockey who rode Seabiscuit in the match race against War Admiral when Red Pollard got hurt. Anybody who's seen the movie or read the book knows all about George Woolf.
And Kendrick always shows so much emotion. I can't wait for you to do an interview, and I think the story's coming, right?
There's no question. I mean, Kendrick's one of our favorites here. He's in the Parx Hall of Fame. He's one of the best riders ever to ride here at Parx, and he's closing fast on 4,000 career wins.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch and root him on. Congratulations, Kendrick. Our golf outing will be coming back up May 1st. It benefits Turning for Home for our retired racehorses, and we've had so much fun at our golf outing, and we look forward to that again.
Yeah, Ben Salem Country Club, which is the 3rd year now.
Yeah.
It's been a big deal. Can't wait. A couple days before the Derby.
Yeah, looking for good weather. And don't forget, we have our podcast, Gate to Wire. It's going to come out every Monday. Check out last episode with Bob Hutt, and we'll have this episode with Mrs. Chapman. You don't want to miss it. We're racing here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Post time is going to be 12:40, so make sure you get here a little bit later to get your bets in. And thanks for watching us. We had such a great show. Dick and I will catch you next time on Let's Go Racing.
Off and racing in the Bet Parx Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the Ray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion. Torpedo Anna gets the win, a narrow victory in the cotillion.